Hi guys, this is Polish Fuse, and in today's episode I'm gonna try to teach you how to make resource packs. So, I'm gonna be basing this on my resource pack called Totem of the Baby, and in the first episode I'm just gonna teach you how to change the item texture of the totem of Undying. But this can be used to change the texture of all the items in Minecraft. So, first thing we need to do is make ourselves a folder. I'm gonna make it in the folder of Minecraft tutorials because I want to keep organized. But you can do it wherever you like. Just remember that the name of the resource of the folder is going to be the same as the name of the resource pack. So if you want your resource pack to be called Totem of the Baby, like I do, I'm gonna call it Totem of the Baby. If you wanted to just, I don't know, call it test, you can call it test, but your resource pack is gonna be called test. Of course, you can change it later, and yeah, you will have like at least one opportunity to do it. But yeah, so you need a folder. When we go into this folder, we need to follow some guidelines made by Mojang to make sure that Minecraft detects our resource pack and that it works correctly. So first thing we need to do is create a file called pack.mcmeta. I'm gonna start off by creating a txt file. I'm just gonna call it pack.mcmeta and press delete a few times to delete the extension that was earlier. And now that we have pack.mcmeta, I'm gonna just press enter. Of course, it's gonna ask me if I'm sure that I want to do this, and I'm sure, so I'm gonna press yes. And now it's created. You probably won't have had already opened this kind of file before, so Windows is gonna be like, what the hell is going on, how do I open this? So you probably will have to press right click, open, and then use either Notepad, or if you have it installed, Notepad++, which I would highly recommend for this and for future tutorials especially. But you just open it and you have an empty file. That's what we made. We made an empty file. So now in order to satisfy Mojang's requirements, we have to paste in basically these few lines of text. First, pack.format is basically a number that tells Minecraft which version of Minecraft it should this resource pack is for. So for 1.16.5 it's number 6, for 1.17 it's going to be number 7, and there is a whole chart that I'm going to link down in the description, and that there are also a lot of charts on the internet that tell you which number is for which version of Minecraft. We also have our description, which is, well, the descriptions of our resource pack. It's going to appear underneath the title of our resource pack, and I'm just going to say the baby, because why not? Now that we are finished with our file, we can just press Ctrl S to save it, and we're done with text editors for now. Now we need to understand how Minecraft resource packs work in order to understand what we need to do next. So all resource packs in Minecraft work by replacing the file that Minecraft originally has with a file that the user or the resource pack maker has supplied. And in order to do that, we can't just simply put in here a texture and expect Minecraft to find it and basically say, oh yeah, this is the texture for the Totem of Undying. Because, well, that's quite complicated from the side of Minecraft, and it would make it really hard for the programmers. So instead, Minecraft has a whole scheme of saving textures, and it's quite complex and no one really remembers it. So in order to make it easier for ourselves, we need to find like where the texture that we want to replace is in Minecraft. So in order to do that, the easiest way, in my opinion, is to open Minecraft, go to options, resource packs, open pack folder, and now that we're in our resource pack, we can minimize Minecraft again. We can go to .minecraft, so go basically one folder up, and now that we're in the main directory of Minecraft, go into versions and find the version you're trying to make the resource pack for. Go into it and right click on the .jar file that you have here and just press extract to 1.16.5. This is gonna take a while because there are a lot of files, but there are a lot of small files in this jar file. And now that it's done, basically, we have a lot of files here that look quite intimidating. But don't worry, don't worry. We have a way to get around this. It is the search bar from Windows. So we want to change the texture of the totem of Undying. We just start typing totem, and we can press enter, and magically it's gonna show us a few files. There are a few JSON files that we don't really care about right now, and there is the totem of undying.png. This is the file that we want to basically replace. So we just press open file, right click on it, and open file location, and it's gonna show up right here. And at the same time, we can see that there are a lot of, there is a file path right up here. And we basically want to go from the version that we have here and look what's on the right of it, because we need to recreate this in our resource pack. So I'm just gonna do a new folder. As the first one we see is called assets. So it's assets. We of course click it, go inside it, not properties, new folder, Minecraft. Then we go into new folder, textures, and finally we put here the folder called item. So it needs to be the exact same name as all of these folders have. And now we're in the folder that we basically want to change our file in. So in my opinion, the best way to do this to make sure that you don't accidentally screw up is press rename, just press Ctrl C, and close this folder. Copy over the name of the file. And I already have a file prepared right here called totem of undying.png, but you could have any other file called anything else. It has to be a PNG, but it doesn't have to be, some kind of special name or anything, because we're gonna change it right now. I'm just gonna delete this name, and I'm just gonna paste in the same name we copied over from the file. Now we can press enter, and it's gonna be in here. And now our resource pack is basically complete when it comes to technical standpoint. But there is one aesthetic reason why you might not want to test it out yet. It's that we don't have an icon for our resource pack. Of course, Minecraft has a placeholder for that, but it looks not that nice. So I'm just gonna copy the same file that we used for the item texture right here. I'm gonna rename it to pack.png. It has to be called pack.png to work. But now we have our resource pack in all of its glory. It's just a folder. You can go back into Minecraft, press open pack folder again, and we have to get our resource pack folder and copy it, or you could move it, but I usually just copy them over. And now that we go back into Minecraft, you can see totem of the baby. Now that we have our resource pack right here, we can go into any redstone any world. I just have a redstone testing world, and as you can see, I've been already testing this, but I can get another totem of undying. I'm just gonna fly up, and I'm gonna change modes in order to kill myself in survival. By the way, pro tip, you can press F3 and F4 at the same time to change modes, and it worked perfectly. So now that we have finished changing our textures and finished making our resource pack, there is only one last thing to do. We, of course, want to, put it on the internet for 15,000 people to see it, or, I don't know, send it to your friends to cause them mental distress, or whatever else. But we can't really send folders by themselves. Most resource pack tutorials just say to right-click it and compress it. Do it basically like this. And it might work, but sometimes it breaks. I'm gonna check if it broke right now. Probably it did, but I'm not sure. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't show up in here. We only have our original totem of the baby as a folder. So in order to get around this issue, I've had this issue for a long time, and it made me suffer for a long time. Just select all of the files you have right in here. Right click, press add to archive, and right here press .zip. Of course, right here you can change the name of your resource pack if you'd like to. And now that you can press OK. Now that we have our file right here, I'm gonna delete the old one. I'm gonna just move it over. Go to resource packs. As you can see, we have totem of the baby.zip. So you can see that we have been successful. We can of course check it again, because who doesn't want to see the baby while killing themselves? Yes, totem of the baby, or totem of undying, but we will in the future episode change it to the baby. And now that we are going back down, when we die, you can see the beautiful face of the baby. Yeah. So this was basically the whole tutorial on how to make a resource pack. And as you can see, it's quite easy. It's not that hard. And when you get into making more and more resource pack, you'll find that it's a breeze, and you'll make your own system for making them. And I really hope I was able to help at least one person by making this video, and I hope I cleared up a few things. But of course there are going to be more episodes on, like, for example, how to add sounds, how to change the languages, how to change the graphical user interfaces. There is going to be a lot of resource pack related content coming in the near future, let's say. But there is also going to, or there is already, a written version of this exact same guide on Planet Minecraft that I'm going to link down in the description, that I think it's going to be the best way to keep this content organized, because I'm going to be able to put in everything from the templates to some extra information and keep all of the videos in one place. So if you could go over to the link in the description and click on the thread and follow it, that would be really awesome. And it would, provide you with some, I hope, excellent information on how to make resource packs. But yeah, that's basically everything. If you'd like this video, please give me a like or comment, or share your thoughts on this. If you have any specific requests for what I should cover in the next episode, do comment that also. And yeah, that's basically everything. And Polish Views signing out.